Have you ever had your grocery items total $6.66 only to reach back and grab a pack of gum so that you don't walk out of the store having a transaction of that exact amount, that number? You know, mystery surrounds the number of man, which is connected to the reign of the Antichrist. But while there might be much mystery surrounding that number, what is certainly known is that this mark of the beast will enable or prevent a person from participation in any commerce. Now, I want you to listen to what Revelation chapter 13 and verse number 17 says. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell unless he has that mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, the number of 666, or 666. Now, here's what we know about this mark which will be imposed upon those living during the tribulation. It will be a way to measure who has sworn allegiance to the Antichrist. Now, let's be clear. Almost everyone on earth will do so because almost everyone on earth will be swept up in the religion of the false prophet. What we've learned is that the Antichrist will be assisted in his reign of terror during those last days by the rule of the false prophet. The false prophet will sit at the head of a world false religion. And this false prophet will persuade the masses to not only follow the Antichrist, but to worship the Antichrist. Now, the way that he will do this is described in Revelation 13 and verse number 14. It says, "He, the false prophet, will deceive those that dwell on the earth by the means of the miracles which he has the power to do in the sight of the beast." Did you catch that? That the masses of humanity in those days will be deceived by the miracle working power of the false prophet. He will have the ability to perform miracles. Now, what God does, Satan always mimics. Satan impersonates God. He impersonates what God does in order to replace God. If God works a miracle, Satan wants to be able to mimic that miracle in order to sway allegiance. If God claims and demands worship, Satan will claim and demand worship in order to sway that allegiance. And during the days of the tribulation, the false prophet will have the ability to sway the people, convincing them of his authenticity and convincing them of his power because of the miracles that he performs. You see, the word anti in Antichrist doesn't just mean to be against or to stand opposed to, but it means other than. He is not the Christ, he's the other than Christ. He is the Antichrist. And the false prophet will convince the world to follow him by his miracles. Now, here's the warning for our day. That even in the days that you and I live, this emphasis on the miraculous is prominent in so much religious activity. And we must be careful while we celebrate and affirm that our God can do anything. He is a miracle-working God. We don't base our faith on external signs. Rather, we base our faith on the Word of God and the internal transformation that happens by the power of the Word. Beware of those who make their claim to religious fame their power to effect miracles, but rather look for authenticity based on biblical transformation.